Sometimes, walking away from someone isn't a sign of weakness, but a reflection of your strength to prioritize your peace. When you no longer feel valued or respected, walking away becomes a necessary step to preserve your well-being. Remember, your self-worth is far more important than staying in an unhealthy relationship. If someone fails to see your value and only brings you pain, have the courage to leave. Life is too precious to waste on relationships that drain you emotionally. You cannot pour happiness into others if you're living in pain. Walking away doesn't make you heartless, it makes you wise enough to protect your soul from further damage. I've learned that sometimes, to protect my mental and emotional health, I must be brave enough to walk away from those who don't respect me. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, not those who add stress to your life. Cutting ties with someone doesn't always come from a place of hatred, but from a place of self-preservation. Your peace and mental health should always be a priority over any toxic relationship. Recognize when it's time to let go, and respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that no longer serves you, grows you, or makes you happy. Protecting your peace is vital, and sometimes that means distancing yourself from people who drain your energy. Value yourself enough to choose what you deserve over fleeting desires. No relationship is worth sacrificing your mental health for. Don't be afraid to remove toxic people from your life. It's better to be alone than in bad company. Forgiveness is for your own peace. But never forget why you had to let certain people go. While you can't change the people around you, you can choose who you allow in your life. Ending toxic relationships is like pruning a tree. It may be painful at first, but it's essential for growth. Your time and energy are valuable. Don't waste them on people who fail to see your worth. Love and compassion are essential in relationships, but they must flow both ways. When dealing with toxic people, sometimes the best revenge is silence and walking away. Let your peace be the punishment that echoes in their absence. Allow yourself the freedom to let go of those who no longer belong in your life. It's a liberating feeling to move on from people who do not bring joy or happiness. Sometimes, cutting off contact is the only way to protect yourself. You can't force people to admit their faults, but you can stop letting them influence your life. Remember, cutting ties isn't about loss, it's about gaining peace. The best relationships are those where you feel loved and accepted just as you are. In difficult moments, you will see the true colors of others, especially when they no longer benefit from your presence. Some people may leave when the going gets tough, but those who care will stay by your side. Life can be challenging alone, but it can also be full of joy when you surround yourself with the right people. Look for positivity in each day, even if some days require more effort. Don't seek someone who can solve all your problems. Look for someone who will stand by you through them all. Never stop being a good person, even when others mistreat you. Their behavior reflects who they are, not who you are. You can rest easy knowing you remained true to your values and never hurt anyone in the process. Expect nothing, appreciate everything, and be grateful for even the smallest blessings in your life. The most painful experience is losing yourself while trying to love someone who doesn't reciprocate the same care. Remember, you are special too. The best relationships are those where your love for each other is deeper than any need or dependency. A person who truly loves you will offer two things: their time and their respect, without needing a reason. Choose peace. Walk away when necessary. Respect yourself enough to protect your soul from harm, and never let anyone make you feel less than you truly are. Walking away is not the end, it's a new beginning, a chance to rediscover yourself, and a moment to reclaim your inner peace. Sometimes we hold on to relationships out of fear of being alone, fear of starting over, or fear of losing what we thought was love. But staying in a place that drains you emotionally or mentally is far worse than the unknown. Choosing yourself is an act of courage. In life, you'll find that not everyone is meant to stay. Some people come into your life as lessons, while others are meant to walk the journey with you. It's crucial to recognize when someone's role in your story is over and allow them to exit gracefully. Holding on too long to something toxic can prevent you from growing and finding the happiness you truly deserve. It's important to remember that walking away isn't selfish. It's an act of self-care, of knowing your worth and refusing to settle for less than you deserve. You are not obligated to carry the weight of a relationship that brings you pain or depletes your energy. You deserve to be in spaces where you are appreciated, valued, and respected. People who truly care for you will never make you feel like you have to fight for their love or their respect. They will show you through their actions that you matter to them. If someone constantly makes you question your self-worth or leaves you feeling exhausted, it's time to reevaluate their place in your life. Healing begins the moment you let go of what hurts you. It's not easy, and it won't happen overnight. But taking that first step to walk away is the bravest thing you can do. You're not walking away from love, you're walking toward peace. You're not abandoning the relationship, you're choosing to save yourself. You deserve relationships that bring out the best in you, not the ones that leave you questioning your value. Walking away allows space for the right people to come into your life. People who will love, respect, and appreciate you for who you are. It allows you to grow into the person you were meant to be, without the weight of toxic relationships holding you back. Remember, your happiness and mental health are your responsibility. No one else can protect your peace but you. By walking away from those who hurt you, you are setting a powerful boundary, a boundary that says, I deserve better. It's a declaration of self-respect and self-love. As you move forward, take the time to heal, to rediscover who you are outside of the relationships that once defined you. Embrace the solitude as a time to reflect, grow, and focus on yourself. You'll find that peace is not something that comes from others, but something you cultivate within yourself. In time, you'll realize that walking away was one of the most empowering decisions you've ever made. It's not the end of your story, but the beginning of a new chapter 1, where you prioritize your own well-being and surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. In time, you'll realize that walking away was one of the most empowering decisions you've ever made. It's not the end of your story, but the beginning of a new chapter 1, where you prioritize your own well-being and surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Don't be afraid to protect your heart. It's your most precious asset. Guard it wisely and share it only with those who cherish it. Walking away doesn't mean you failed. It means you were strong enough to recognize that you deserve more. And that in itself is a victory. Sometimes the hardest part of walking away is the emotional attachment we've built over time. We hold on to memories, to what used to be, and to the potential of what could have been. But clinging to the past can prevent us from embracing the future. Letting go doesn't erase the good times or diminish the value of what once was. It simply acknowledges that not everything is meant to last forever. As you distance yourself from toxic people, you'll notice a shift in your emotional state. The weight of constant tension, the anxiety of trying to please someone who never seems satisfied, and the exhaustion of emotional manipulation will begin to lift. In its place, you'll find clarity, inner peace, and space to rediscover your passions, dreams, and purpose. One of the most powerful things you can do for yourself is to set boundaries that protect your heart, your time, and your mental health. Boundaries are not walls, they are the lines that define what you are willing to accept and what you will not tolerate. By walking away, you are reinforcing those boundaries and teaching others how to treat you. 12 signs you should cut all contacts with someone. When someone constantly drains your energy and offers nothing but negativity, it's time to reclaim your peace by walking away. If their words and actions consistently hurt you, cutting ties isn't giving up, it's protecting your well-being. Your mental and emotional health should never be compromised for the sake of keeping someone in your life. If they manipulate your kindness and take advantage of your empathy, you owe them nothing but silence. When their presence brings more anxiety than joy, it's a clear sign that distance is the best form of self-care. Ever feel guilty for choosing yourself over someone who makes you question your worth? True relationships build you up, not break you down. Know when to let go of those who only bring you pain. Toxic people thrive on control and guilt. Breaking contact frees you from their emotional chains. When trust is broken repeatedly, forgiveness is a gift. But continued contact is not a requirement. If you constantly have to defend your feelings, it's time to protect your heart by creating space. Respect yourself enough to walk away from anyone who doesn't appreciate your value. Cutting contact doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're strong enough to prioritize your peace. Like, comment, and subscribe for more from the wisdom of psychology.